Hey everyone, we are so excited to start another new series called Snowy Ridge. And I'm just really excited to get some snow this year because I want some good snow so that I can go skiing this year, maybe with my friends if depending on how things are. What are you looking forward to for the snow?
I'm super excited to go sledding again. We loved it last year, I guess this year. But what are you guys excited to do this year in the snow? Let us know. So with it being a new series, that means we're going to get a new memory verse. We wanted to teach it to you.
Yeah.
So I'll do part of it and then you follow.
Yeah.
And you guys follow with Kelsey, okay? So, God, you are my God.
God, you are my God,
And I want to follow you.
and I want to follow you.
Psalm 63 verse 1.
Psalm 63 verse 1.
Good job, guys. So, should we go check on out what's going on in the great outdoors?
Yeah, let's go see.
We're in?
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
We're rolling.
We're ready. We're rolling. Okay. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out here with us today as we explore the icy trails and snowy ridges in God's beautiful creation.
We're going to have a blast together out here in this winter wonderland. Close enough. But one thing to keep in mind are the rules of the great outdoors.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, there's plenty of opportunities to love God by just being in awe of His incredible creation, all the things that He's made.
Yeah. And I'll have a chance. And we'll have a chance to love others by respecting those around us while we're out here enjoying the cold.
So cool. But hey, we almost forgot to introduce ourselves. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. Good call, friend. My name is Mark. Yep. There are many fun things to do outside here in the winter time. There's one thing that people say they love to do outside in the winter that's more than anything else.
Okay, wait a second. I want to see if I know what it is.
Oh yeah. How about we both say what
Okay.
we think most people's favorite thing to do is on the count of three. Are you ready?
Yeah.
A one, a two, a three.
Eating yellow snow!
Build a snowman! Did you say eating yellow snow?
Yeah.
No way, no way. That's like the biggest winter no ever. In case you're wondering why, my friends, never eat yellow snow. No, most people's favorite thing to do outside in the winter is to build a snowman.
Well, if that's people's most favorite thing, then why aren't we doing it right now?
Let's do it!
Okay, so we're gonna use all the supplies that I got us in our bags.
Oh, supplies, yep.
And we're gonna take our stuffed animals,
Ooh.
and then we're gonna take toilet paper
Toilet
and a hat and a
Uh-huh.
scarf
Scarf.
to put on them, and we're gonna make our own our own snowmen. So you guys should go get these supplies right now, but make sure you ask your parents first if you can use any toilet paper.
Absolutely, scarce commodity. Okay, it looks like we're ready. For you watching at home, you should quickly run and gather the things that we need to play at home as well. All right, on your mark, get set, go! Oh,
Can't get it open with my
oh,
gloves.
I got this here.
Hat,
Oh.
scarf,
Yeah.
toilet
Paper. Toilet paper. Let's get your hat on. I'm struggling here. I'm struggling
Toilet
here.
paper. I need to take my gloves off.
I'm struggling here. Look. See? Toilet paper. Woo. Oops, it broke.
I don't know about this.
No, it's breaking again. I think I'm about done. Yeah, I'm done. Oh, it's gone now. It scares this toilet paper. I gotta look after it. I'm done.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, you guys vote at home. Who did a better job?
Woo-hoo!
Oh man, that was so much fun.
That was hilarious. Those stuffies made for some unbelievably great snowmen, didn't they? You know, if I do say so myself. But I think you know that we haven't even told them about yet, have we? We haven't told them what we're doing.
Well, what's that?
We haven't mentioned what we're doing in this beautiful place.
Ooh. Well, you're right. So we gotta tell them.
Yeah, the reason we're spending time out here in the middle of God's beautiful creation is because it's a great place to grow our friendship with God. Out here in the beautiful nature. You know, you don't have to worry about all the distractions that you might have at school or at home.
Yeah, there's so much to discover just by spending time outside and thinking about God and just being with Him.
One thing that we can all learn from in the great outdoors is that we can believe God. Why don't you say this with me out loud as you can? Are you ready?
Okay, so you guys follow with me.
And I'm going to start. Are we ready? I can.
I can.
I can.
I can.
Believe in God.
Believe in God.
Believe in God.
Believe in God.
Great job, everyone.
Oh, that was a great lesson for today. So now we have a really fun surprise for you.
Yeah. Yep. There's someone we want you to meet. She is full of knowledge and know-how. And today she's going to tell us all about something completely unbelievable.
She sure is. So let's go check in with her now.
Hey guys, it's me, Evie. Thanks for joining me out in my favorite, snow. I mean, what's not to love about snow, right? You can make angels in the snow or build snowmen. You can even have snowball fights. And who hasn't had at least one good snowball fight in their life? Look out! Whoops, sorry. Do you guys see this? We're walking in a winter wonderland out here. I know you've seen snow, but have you ever stopped to think about what causes snow to happen in the first place? There's so much more going on here than just a little bit of cold air and frozen water droplets. The air doesn't even need to be that wet to give us impressive amounts of snow. Unlike rain, a bank of fluffy snow contains lots of air that adds to its bulk. That's why what would have been 1 inch of rain in the summer equals about 10 inches of snow in the winter. Wow, you guys, just wow. Now, you may have heard a rumor that no two snowflakes are alike. Well, I did a little research and found out that in 1988, there were 2 snowflakes collected in Wisconsin that were confirmed by a scientist to be twins. Kind of hard to believe, right? Even snowflakes need besties, I guess. And that's not the only thing that's hard to believe about snow. So let me set the stage for you guys on this glorious season. Winter is defined by the Earth's orbit around the sun. So beginning on December 21st or 22nd, depending on where you live, your part of planet Earth has tilted away from the sun, allowing for this gloriously fantastic freezing fun. When you think about it, it's kind of hard to believe that just one little tilt of the Earth can cause all of this. But it's true! During this time, there's even something called a cold snap. That's when temperatures drop from above freezing to below freezing. Basically in the time it takes to snap your fingers. Cool, right? One other thing I learned in my research is about a city in Japan that gets snowfall more than any other. Every year they get an average of 26 feet of snow. You guys, that's like 5 of me stacked on top of each other. Can you even imagine? Pack my bags, Mom! I'm going to Japan! I know, it's pretty hard to believe that just the tiniest little bit of tilting, water, and shift of temperature can cause such a snowy sensation. But I'm here to tell you, that's the way God designed it. When you look at it, it seems almost impossible to believe someone could do all of this. That's because with humans, it totally would be. But we're talking about God here. He made each little tiny detail to work together so we could all stay home from school and build our very own snowman friends. Well, what are you waiting for? Go enjoy a snow day.
That was really cool.
That was really cool.
I completely agree with you. It was so interesting to hear what Evie, pronounced Evie, was saying about how high the snow can pile up.
Yeah, and I can hardly believe that with just a little tilting of the earth at exactly the right time of year can cause such a winter wonderland.
Eve is right about how God does things that are impossible for humans to do. And I know it can be hard to believe, but it's true.
Speaking of believing, what do you think Evie believes about God?
Great question. Let's find out.
You know, guys, sometimes it can be hard to believe that everything God says is true. But when I got quiet and started digging around in my Bible, I found a really fun story that helps us see how we can believe God. When God says he'll do something, you can count on him and know that he most definitely will do it. So our story starts with a man named Zechariah. Zechariah was a priest, and his job was to take care of the temple. He was married to a woman named Elizabeth, who was absolutely precious. They loved God a lot, and they loved each other too. Sadly, there was one thing they were missing: a super sweet and precious little baby. Here was the problem. Elizabeth could not have a baby, and she and Zechariah were really old. Wow, that must have been super hard on them. But this story gets good. That's because one day, while Zechariah was serving inside the temple, an angel of the Lord appeared to him. And when he saw the angel, Zechariah was amazed and actually a little bit scared as well. But he had no need to be scared because the angel had some good news. Elizabeth was going to have a baby. This news was so good that Zechariah couldn't even believe his sweet old man ears. Come to think of it, you guys, I can imagine being so in shock that there's an angel right in front of my face that I don't even believe what he's saying. And that's exactly what Zechariah was thinking. But here's where our story kind of takes a turn. The angel said, "I am Gabriel. God sent me to talk to you and tell you this good news. You will not be able to talk until the day these things happen, because you did not believe what I told you. But these things will really happen." Whoa! So there were people waiting for Zechariah outside the temple. He had been inside for a really long time. When he finally walked out, they bombarded him with questions, like so many questions. But just like the angel said, Zechariah couldn't speak. What? I know what you're thinking. Can that be real? Well, it is real. It wasn't long after the angel's visit that Zechariah's wife Elizabeth became pregnant. Hold up. I just want to point out that this is exactly what that angel said would happen. I know. This is one of the coolest stories you've ever heard. Me too, you guys. Me too. Elizabeth could not believe what God had done for her. Before, she had been sad that she couldn't have a baby, but now she was so happy. When it was time for Elizabeth to give birth, she had a boy. Everyone was super happy for her and wanted Elizabeth to name that precious baby Zechariah because that was his dad's name, of course. But Elizabeth just wasn't feeling it, and the people didn't understand why not. Elizabeth was sure that her baby's name was supposed to be John. There was no one in their family named John, so why that name? They asked Zechariah what he thought the baby's name should be, but sadly, he still couldn't talk. So the people brought Zechariah a tablet, and he wrote, "His name is John." What? This was a big shock for every single one of those people. But right then, Zechariah could talk again, and he began singing to God and praising him. In his song, Zechariah prayed a special prayer for his brand new baby boy, John, saying he would prepare the way for the Savior to come. And Zechariah thanked God for the Savior that was coming too. You know, guys, I'm tracking with Zechariah. There's so much going on around us that it can be hard to believe God sometimes. But just like Zechariah, when we see God do exactly what he says he'll do, we'll find ourselves knowing for sure that we can believe God.
Thanks, Evie! You always know how to put things into perspective. So, we can all understand more about who God really is and grow our friendship with Him, seeing how God did exactly what He said He would do in the Bible story makes it more sure than ever that we can believe in Him.
Absolutely. And that Bible story made me think of a super fun game that we could all play. What do you think?
I say let's do it! Whatever it is, I don't know. So, what did you have in mind?
Well, we all know that there's lots of fun things to do and see out in nature. So I was thinking we could play a game of ice see.
I
Get it?
see.
Well, we'll all look at a nature picture, and in it there'll be a hidden emoji. And when you think you've got the emoji, just comment below or tell whoever you're with, and then we'll share what we think after seeing.
Awesome, awesome. That sounds like so much fun.
Okay, let's go to the first picture. So the emoji we're seeing is a baby.
That's right. The baby reminds us that Zechariah and Elizabeth really wanted a child, but they just couldn't have one.
Yep, okay, let's take a look at the next one.
An angel. That's a great reminder that it was one of God's angels who came to Zechariah and told him that he and Elizabeth were going to have a baby.
But Zechariah wasn't buying it, was he?
Nope. He did not believe it could happen because they were so old. But then you guys remember that what happened? Right. Because Zechariah didn't believe the angel's message from God, he couldn't talk anymore.
That was so crazy. Okay, I have one last picture for you guys to check out. Let's see if you can find the emoji hiding in this one.
It was a music note. That totally makes sense of how Zechariah sang and worshipped God when baby John was born.
Yeah, Mark, after all that happened, do you think Zechariah learned that he can believe in God?
He absolutely did. Zechariah learned that if God says it, he can believe it. If you and I ever doubting that God can do something, all we have to do is remember the story we heard about Zechariah today and know that we can believe in God.
Today has been so much fun and such a good reminder that God is a good Father and He loves us so much. I hope you guys will come back next week too.
Yeah, but before we go, I think we should pray and talk to God.
Okay, so let's everyone bow their heads, close your eyes, and let's all talk to God together.
Okay. Yeah. Dear God, thank you for always allowing us to do what you say you will do. We know that we can believe you. This week, help us to believe even more that you can do anything. We love you. Amen.
I love talking to God, and I've had so much fun hanging out with you guys today.
Me too. Bye.
Bye!
Evie sure is a great storyteller, hey, and it's so great that when God says He'll do something, we can count on Him to do it. It's such a great reminder. Do you remember who the Bible story was about today?
Zechariah.
That's right.
Yes.
And there's so much, there's just so many good things that we can take away, but I love that it can be hard to believe God sometimes, but I love what we can learn from Zechariah is that when we see God do and say something, that he's going to do it and we can believe God.
No matter what.
No matter
so
what.
awesome.
He's
Yeah.
so reliable.
So today, let's go on over to the YouTube link and sing Greater, because our God is greater than anything. And then head on over to the OneDrive link and have your small group time as a family. And that's all we got for you for today. So hope you have an amazing week, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.